It's definitely a gurgler down here with the voice. Oh, it's never a dull moment down at NAG. Let me tell you, we can do some funny things down here, but you can't get rid of the smells. We have an interesting guest on today's show, but first of all, we have to introduce the panel. Not like the panel, but the panel. How are you, Jock?
Well, thanks.
Fantastic. Jock's involved with many things, and he's a good connoisseur of fine art.
That's true.
And at that end, we have Rebecca. Rebecca's a lovely person. She knows all about nothing, probably.
Oh,
Just that she's a woman. That's been a pretty important part about it.
Oh.
And Mickey.
G'day, Jonesy.
I'm glad you've graced our presence with your presence.
Thank you, Mark. I'm glad to be here.
Fantastic. You know, we have a new guest today. It's a pleasure to bring Mr. Dr. Calvin Smythe.
Thank you very much, Ivan.
And yes, and you certainly are in fine form today, Calvin.
Jonesy, thank you. Yes, I've heard your nickname could be Ivan from time to time.
No, it's not me.
No, it's not you, is
No.
it? Yeah, no, thank you for asking me on the show. All you guys.
So what are you going to talk about today? We're all intrigued, actually, with all this kerfuffle you've got on the desk.
Yes, I'm sorry to crowd up your NAG desk today, but I'm a qualified geologist and archaeologist.
Qualified, yes.
Yes.
To say the least.
Well, maybe I could begin by. Well, I don't mean to be bragging at all, but
No.
I did study at Tokyo University, and this is the qualification I received after 6 years of university study in a second language, mind you.
That says made in China on the back
Steve
here.
Smith down there. That's your brother.
That's right. No, it says Calvin Smythe. Yes, yes, that's right. So
That's
yes,
enough for
I'm
Rebecca.
very proud of that, and that
Rebecca?
hangs on my wall at my office at the Geology Centre
Absolutely
in Preston.
fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, in Preston.
In Preston, the office is, yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes, we do
One of our
our
rocks in Preston.
we do our field trips from there. All the equipment's based there.
Right, to
and
Broadmeadows.
if we ever go to a dig, not Broadmeadows. No, not Broadmeadows.
Yeah, you dig up, there's a moccasin.
A moccasin.
A petrified one.
Someone up there, is there?
That's right.
correct.
It's, the voice is up there. You could.
Got some smells up here, mate.
Oh, I tell you what, you've got to keep away from that area.
They are putrid.
I wouldn't go near that area one bit.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
I notice you've got a few bits and pieces here you've brought along today to show us and the viewers.
Yes, Jonesy. You did ask me to bring in some things that I found in my life and my work. And,
Yes, you've got a measuring device here and some
Yes.
measuring tools, and you brought your tool to measure.
crucial instruments in the field that I'm in.
So what are you into? Geology?
Geology is my main
Okay.
field.
So
Mickey?
what is geology?
Geology is the study of rocks and the earth as it is, the natural earth and its landscape and within, deep down, under the crust of the earth.
The studying of the rocks.
Of rocks generally, yes.
Okay. Is that something that you can devote your whole life to? Like
Well,
studying rocks?
Oh yes. Now I've been into gemology, which is the study of gems, of course, and pebology, pebbles, and rockology also. Since I was 5 or 6, I started off with a chemistry
Stoneology.
kit.
Stoneology. You know how people have
Stoneology.
stones in their
The art of
pubs,
getting
in their
stoned.
driveways.
That's
You
right.
know? Stones.
Zoology, study of the
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
I can understand you would bring that up. It actually is
Graphology.
encompassed under rockology, though.
Grapology, well done,
Now,
Jock.
Jock, a question for you. What's the history with
Well,
when was the first rock?
rocks date back for centuries and centuries. It actually started with the Big Bang theory, and
What's that theory, Jock?
that's where everything in the universe is sort of compressed so tight, so hard that it actually exploded, and then everything just expanded, and rocks went flying all over the place.
Sounds a bit like the voice.
Young Mr. Hawkins in the wheelchair does. He takes that
He
view.
does. Is he a
does-
friend of yours?
Well, he does take that
He's a-
view, and
He's
but
an expert on the Big Bang
he is
theory.
an expert there. Yes.
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Yes.
Yes,
He is.
he's writing his second book at the moment. I actually spoke with him about a month ago, and
Okay.
very
He's-
intelligent man.
Yeah, still in a wheelchair.
Still in the
Yeah,
wheelchair.
yeah, still talks through the voice
Still
box.
the voice
Okay,
box. and-
fantastic.
This is not a voice box, by the way, if you're
an
wondering.
exceptional human being, Stephen Hawkins.
Very much so.
Yes.
Yes.
And okay, sorry, and Big
That's
Bang.
right.
Sorry, you know
Bang.
about the Big Bang. And what
Yes.
Steve Hawkins' spin on it?
Yes, well, he's a believer of that theory, and we've had many discussions on the telephone, of course. He lives in America, and yeah, we swap thesis ideas.
You have another theory apart from the Big Bang theory?
Well, I'm a believer of the Big Bang theory myself. I think that's how the
Big
whole
Bang's
situation started, our planet that we live in here on Earth today. And I also believe it started all the other planets in our solar system too. But that's getting out of my sort of field. I'm
Oh, Jock's an expert
Geology.
in history.
Are you?
Yes,
Resident
yes.
expert.
Okay, yeah, no, okay.
Jonesy, have we got some Big Bang footage to have a look at?
Tell me about it.
Some footage to look at.
I'm itching to have a look.
I'd
Have a
love
look
to
at
see
this.
the Big
Check it out.
Bang.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, have you ever seen anything like that
That
before?
was very interesting, Jonesy.
Ah,
I don't know what to
boy.
make of that.
No, me neither.
People say you got rocks in your head, but you know, I tell them no. I mean,
I'm awestruck.
Calvin's got
That was-
rocks on his table.
That was quite amazing.
You know,
Yeah, well, you asked me to bring in some specimens that I have
Yeah.
collected from various digs over my
I'm
years
amazed
as
at
a-
you know, mobile phones. Where'd you dig that one from?
Yeah, look, it's a funny one, isn't it? That the fact that we still use analog phones, people do often tend to laugh at us from time to time.
All right.
But what I find is that when we're out in countries like Egypt or northern Iraq or South America, these analog phones do really work. And
They do the trick.
we need to be in constant communication for safety reasons with all our other co-workers.
Sure.
We use gamma rays actually sometimes for exploring underground surfaces, and
So were
this
you in
one
the
was
war in
overheated
northern
once.
Iraq? Did you see any of the war, you know, the bombs going off or anything?
On television, like yourself?
Oh.
No, I've got nothing to do with the army in my field.
Just you said you were in northern Iraq.
Yes,
Yeah.
but only as an archaeologist.
They got big rocks there?
They have not so many big rocks. It's a desert area,
Yeah, a lot
but
of little rocks that
under
you
the
see.
that's
Oh.
right. Yeah.
Millions of them.
Tiny, aren't they, John?
Very tiny.
Right.
I took some very close-up photos of
Did
quite
you?
a few rocks, but they
Right.
didn't come out very well, unfortunately. There's something I did find. Speaking of Iraq, I'd like to show you one find from one dig, if I may. This is a Persian vase that. Well,
The $2 shop.
no,
Not this one, mate.
no, I brought a carbon data in also, just to
Carbon
show-
data.
Yeah, this is a carbon data machine.
It's a
Where-
carbon
Looks like
data.
you get a bloody tuner to me.
It
I
does
can read it right here, mate. It says Alto carbon data
It's a
808.
GT 808.
G2
It's the
G2
it's the state of the art that we're still using.
I looked over there for some reason.
I'd just like to show you actually how it works and how we do carbon
Sure.
date various
Let's
dig
check-
finds
let's check
or
one.
rocks for that matter.
Let's check one.
Okay, so what we do is we take out the.
Let's check
excuse
one
me.
here.
You want to check one?
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
we should
Do you want
check
to
one.
carbon date? Which piece would you like to
Okay,
check,
let's
John?
check
Where'd
this.
you carbon date?
Let's see how old this one is.
We're jumping. Okay, we'll talk about the Iraq one a little later. This particular phallic-looking this is a fossil, by the way, ladies and
Don't
gentlemen.
show that to Rebecca.
Yeah.
That's-
Or,
Not
or Jonesy.
That's fossilised, all right, I'll tell you.
It is fossilised.
Yeah.
This. Okay. Now you won't believe
You know
me.
what?
Yes.
Jones's
Before you do
missus
that,
would be into
we're
that.
going to come back. And
Yes.
we're going to check how old this thing
This is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You
Oh, it
make
is.
you wait until after the commercial
I'd
break.
like everyone
get
to
away-
guess, actually.
after the. Oh, there you go.
At home,
Please
have a guess. How old do you think this is?
And we'll be back soon to find out how old this is. See you shortly.
G'day ladies and gentlemen, it's David reporting for NAG as part of the Great Victorian Outback Tour, and I've stumbled across a historical marker that you might find interesting. This is to commemorate the dog netting fence, the Great Dog Netting Fence, which spanned between Tindadore and South Australian border. What can you tell us about the Great Dog Netting Fence, Danny?
Well, the Great Dog Netting Fence was actually erected in response to the tragic events that surrounded Lindy Chamberlain and her child being taken by a dingo. As I'm sure you're aware, the dingo population in these areas is quite a large one. So the fence was erected to keep out dingo and other wild vermin, and yeah, that's why it was erected.
Okay. Wasn't that Chamberlain thing a 1981 event?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, because this landmark here actually says it was 1885 they put this together.
Yeah, well, apparently the stonecutter was dyslexic, so I'm sure that's just a typo.
So what are you saying? It should be 1985?
Yeah, of course, yeah, 1985, that's right.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is David reporting for NAG again. This time we've stopped at Oyen, one of Mildura's regional cities, and interesting enough, this is one of the Category 3 winners of the tidiest town in Victoria. What do you have to say about that, Danny? It looks pretty tidy. What do you reckon?
It's better than tidy, it's absolutely fantastic. As you can see, they've won Category 3 of the Northwest region, which is the most sought after category to win the Tidiest Towns award in. And whilst I was in the local bakery, I was informed that out of the last 7 years, Oyen has won it 4 times.
4 times out of
Which is
7.
a staggering result for such a small town.
And welcome back. Welcome. We have with us an esteemed doctor here who is about to show us some predated equipment here. Is it predated?
It's yes, it's very predated, and with my carbon data, state-of-the-art Alto 808 carbon data. Which
Viewers, are you paying attention?
I'm proud to
Apparently, we will know how old this thing is now, and you can see if
Yeah,
you're
but
right.
I want to know how they know this stuff.
Well, that's what I'm just about to explain. I'd like you all to have a look at now the viewers won't see this, but the panellist will see the needle point to a certain year in time, BC being our point of reference.
BC, is that...
As in before Christ.
Okay, so they're still using the Christ...
That's
the
right.
whole date?
Yes, we still use that as a timing system for geology and archaeology. That's right. And for general time, yeah.
So upon checking this, we can see how...
All right, we'll start with this one,
Had a
shall we?
guess?
This is the one that I picked up in the Aztec area, the Mayan culture.
Aztec.
Yes, near one of their pyramids over there. Let's carbon date this one. Just turn that on.
I reckon 4,332.
Oh, that's right. We're having a guess. What year? 4,000 BC?
Yeah.
A million years, BC.
Oh, a couple of days.
Couple of days.
Thanks, John.
6,000 years.
6,000? Okay. All right, let's have a look. Sorry, I like to...
I've got no idea.
Sorry, excuse me.
I'm just looking at it going, that's,
How come
that's
he
old.
wears protective goggles and we don't?
Yeah, I'm wondering. It's like a dog.
Safety.
Is that discharging some,
Well, you never know.
Radiation,
There are
fluoride?
safety rules
Radiation.
on the side, so we have to follow. Okay, let's have a look.
Yep, don't use me as your bloody shield.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
See, look at that.
Dark
Look at that. You'll see.
Oh, you just use that so you can read it properly.
BC, we have 5,334 years BC.
Fantastic.
I don't know how you...
Tells us a lot about the Mayan
stuff in
culture.
there.
Beg your pardon?
I mean, someone could have been out in the says and said, oh, this is a rock. Oh, this is 7,000 years old.
No, well, it can't be because to be fossilised, we need more time than that. So it takes a long time for a rock to be fossilised.
But who was there when it started to be fossilised? Like, how do they know? You know, when they get a corpse and they say, oh, you know, this is like 7,000 years old. Like, I mean, who makes this stuff?
Well, if the carbon dating machine
Carbon
proves
data.
it.
Yeah, but who makes the carbon data?
Well, we
It's
have
made by
scientists.
whatever.
No, but who's the
Made by
person? Who's
Roland.
the person that gives the data?
So it's made
where
by
do they get
Panasonic.
that from? They just get out of their head.
Oh,
No,
okay,
no,
I
no.
know what you mean.
No,
Yeah.
it's increments of time are measured. It's an increment of time measurement. It's very difficult to explain. I don't think I've got the 10 minutes to really
Viewers.
tell the viewers how it works.
Viewers,
Just trust me.
hang on a second. Take a look at this. Before we do anything, take a look at this. Check this one out.
Danny and I have found a little town called Charlton, which is the home of the friendliest river. What do you think that means?
Well, according to some figures just recently released by the Australian Bureau of Statistics, the river here in Charlton is roughly 12% friendlier than any other river in the Southern Hemisphere.
12% friendlier.
12%. It's quite a figure.
It is. How do you sort of come up with a figure like that? How do you actually measure the friendliness of a river?
Well, I guess they compare it to other rivers for a start, but I believe it's to do with the fish that are caught. Whenever a fish is caught in the Charlton area, apparently it smiles.
It's a smiling fish.
Apparently they smile,
Okay.
and that's how they came up with it. But how they measure it is anyone's guess.
So, that's the river, huh?
Yes, well, we've been lucky enough to stumble across the friendly river in Charlton, and keep in mind, I don't think we're at our peak tourist time of the year for Charlton, but I think you'll agree, nevertheless, it's pretty impressive.
Okay, let's have a look.
God, that was good, James.
Wasn't it good?
I did enjoy that.
Yeah, oh, we liked that.
yeah,
I
okay.
did enjoy that.
We got
Okay.
some terrific
Now,
things.
this is the one I was mentioning before. This is from Persia, which is Iraq and the Iran area before the borders were there.
Yep.
I was over there in 88.
88.
Yeah, with my crew.
Right.
I'll carbon date this for you. Guess, just
Go
quickly,
ahead.
very quickly.
4,332.
50 years before Christ.
Roughly, yep.
Oh,
200.
200, you reckon?
Don't.
I'll go 199.
Do you want to phone a friend,
So,
mate?
right, right. Come on
Lifeline.
now.
Okay, watch yourself.
Sparks flying out of that
Okay.
thing.
Yep.
What joint is that?
Yep. We've got 30,000 years BC, give or take a few hundred years.
Gee, you can actually tell that.
Yeah, well,
That's amazing.
I can't. It's actually the carbon data tells
That's
us
amazing.
that.
That must be worth a lot of money, doesn't it?
Yeah, Professor Ratbaggy, how much is that worth?
You really want to know?
Yes, please.
These are up to,
No, the bloody artifact, you dick.
So you wouldn't want me to drop this then?
Please be careful. They're priceless, the voice. Where is it?
Up here. $2 shop.
Yeah, I wish. They're priceless.
Oh, wait.
You might have heard recently in the Iraq War, the museum was broken into. This is the kind of stuff that was stolen.
Oh, so you stole this?
No, we would like
yeah,
to.
that was me. Okay. Now I don't need the carbon data anymore, so we
Throw it over here and I won't catch it. I promise.
Yeah. I'll just
I
put
think
this
it's
down.
worth a bit too much money
Sorry.
to be going anywhere near your
I think
hands, the voice.
Gently down here.
One of
thank
your
you.
farts and sorted out quick smart.
Boy, they are pretty bad.
Somewhat
too.
trash, but I can
Sorry.
go along with it. Now, I'd like to point out something else that's quite interesting if
Go
I
on,
have
tell us.
time.
Tell us.
You might have noticed this on the table.
It's a woman's breast.
Very close to it.
Well, this is a stratum style discovery.
Stratum.
It's a scrotum.
Stratum. Stratum's a period of a type of composite design that is man-made, but is actually made by nature.
That is
That's
amazing.
a bum nut.
Yeah.
From
Now,
a big bird.
it looks like an egg. Would you not agree?
It does look like an egg.
looks like
That's
an egg,
right.
yeah.
Have a
It's
look
like-
if you want to pass it
It
around.
looks
Just
like an ostrich
please don't.
egg.
Yeah.
Throw it over, John.
It's very heavy and it's very solid.
Catch.
No,
It looks like an egg.
It's very expensive.
It does,
you can
yes.
respect it.
It does look like an egg.
You agree?
Even feels like an egg.
Right. What it's called?
Smells like an
Scramble it
egg.
and see if it tastes like an egg.
That's right.
It's called an ostrich rock, and they're only found in the highlands of Chile.
Or up an ostrich's ass.
It was very cold.
Well, the ostrich eggs are, yes. Yes, there's only been...
It's a rock.
That is a rock, and there's only been around 22 found up to this date on Earth
Yeah,
by
be careful.
all around the world.
I was going to say, see if you can sit on it and hatch it.
Yeah. So only 6 archaeologists have found the ostrich rock. So it's a very rare find.
Okay.
That's our prize thing in the office that we have in our display.
Right.
And this one, as I said. The other things we have
if you
here...
drop- if you
Should we
drop
not
that,
be
you'd be
touching this
sacked
stuff?
No, if you're careful, as I said before the show, just careful.
Don't give anything to Jonesy
Sorry,
then.
we shouldn't be doing
Oh,
this.
definitely not.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
right. Rebecca has a lot of respect.
Sorry, Rebecca, but if we have any chips here, it's sort of you can lose a few $1,000s with one chip.
Really?
Yeah.
That is the casino.
Okay.
Well, now look, we're getting now. I'll get down to some more common types of geology.
CD.
I've seen that before. That's one of those,
Yeah. Well, this is a type of agathis. Yes, which is
Coloured
Like
rocks.
a coaster.
It looks like a coaster. Can be used as a coaster. Very common, and we see them a lot.
It's a coloured rock.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It's a sedimentary.
You know what?
A sedimentary
You
style.
know what's
rock.
important now? That we do a song, because I haven't done a song for a while.
Oh,
No way.
So,
Dead set. This bloke's an oxygen thief.
In fact,
Kelvin.
crystal
Here we go.
might, just for the end, a little bit of topaz. Thank you.
I'm on my way from misery to happiness today.
Safe singing.
I'm on my way from misery to happiness today. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm on my way to what I want from this world. And yes, you know, and take me to the next world. I'll always keep me from yonder. I'll always keep me from yonder. I know that I don't want for anything. Ooh, I know that I don't want, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Would you like to thank Dr. Calvin for coming on today's show?
Thank you, Jonesy.
Do the best I can.
He also went to bounce and get his hair done.
I'm on my way
I've never done
to do the best I can. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm on my way to what I want from this world. Now,
Good night, all you rocks.